spending some time now to reformat for moving forward to do a show once a month, but it's nice to be here to share today's selection of all things heritage vintage jewelry with a little mix of contemporary pieces, and then just sort of the way we would, style and wear them all together. We're going to pin the pieces today and prices come up, but I'm really using this as a platform to start the conversation with a new audience. So please, if there is a piece that you see that you're interested on, reach out to me on Instagram. We can discuss whether there is any flexibility in terms of pricing and more information on the piece. I'm happy to meet with you on Zoom and we can really get an in-depth look, because I recognize that these pieces are pieces we collect and not so much impulse purchases. So this platform for me is really about starting the conversation with you and finding out what you want to see and what you'd be interested in hearing, more about, and what types of pieces you would enjoy each week. So I look forward to starting the segment. Who do we have moderating today? Let's see who I'm with here today, and we can get the information in case any of you feel inclined to make a purchase in this moment. Do we have someone moderating the show? Because that could be interesting if we don't. Hi there. Is anyone moderating today? I don't see any information coming up. Let's see. Hello? We'll wait a few minutes and see if we have anyone. You know what? Why I'm waiting for him to come on, since I have a few viewers, there's a piece that I want to share with you that is extraordinarily special collector's item. I'm not pinning it, but it's open for a conversation starter, and please feel free. If I have any Pisces in the room, I have this amazing Cartier pendant by George L'Enfant, who I'll explain to you a little bit about him in a minute, but this is signed Cartier, and it's about, I'd say, 1.5 inch pendant, solid gold from the 1970s, and these pieces are a collector's item. So right now I'm really looking for a Pisces collector who wants to learn more about this piece, and they can reach out to me and we can discuss pricing. And for those of you who don't know, George L'Enfant was a master craftsmanship who did work for pretty much all the houses, from Van Cleef to Cartier to Hermes, and especially in the 60s and 70s became very well known for their creative chain designs and motifs. And these astrological pendants have become quite the collector's item and very hard to find at this time. So I'm just trying to find out why we're having a bit of a technical difficulty today with no one moderating the show. It's hard to get, let's see, am I missing anything? Give me a second, guys. Trying to see where we are, that nobody is moderating my show today. This could be very interesting. So I guess what I'm gonna do is hold on for a moment. I'm gonna send a text to Luxury Promise to see what's going on, and then I'm just gonna share the pieces I have with you today, whether they get pinned or not. You can always reach out to me if there's anything interesting that you see. So let me just reach out to them. Give me one moment. On this platform. And I guess what I'll do is I'll just get going, and I guess we're gonna have a free open show today and just talk about the pieces that I've brought. The first piece that I wanted to start out with has been a fan favorite, especially in the East Coast here, New York City. these diamond illusion tennis necklaces. This one is 14 karat gold, and it's always nice, considering I have a lot of signed vintage jewelry, to have a piece like this, which is a diamond bezel set eternity tennis necklace, but it's illusion set. And when I say illusion, it's that the diamonds only go around the 3/4 front of this necklace. But when this necklace is on, and this is all about a price, a lot of look for the money, because I have a lot of pieces that are a lot of money for the look. This one is really, when you put it on, you can see how impactful and how much sun I've gotten in Florida this season. It looks on, and you know, priced at about $5,000 US, it looks like a way more expensive necklace. So we've done really well with this necklace, and people usually, I've had girls in New York, they're wearing 3 at a time with them. They're layering gold and white and the mixed metals. So they'll have a lot of different pieces. I guess we're not going to be sharing so much about prices today, but we'll look at the pieces. I've never come on before to Luxury Promise where nobody showed up to moderate my show. It is interesting. I'm wondering if I'm missing something. Let me take one more look at maybe somebody overslept in another time zone. So this is a great everyday into evening necklace, and I like things that are super. My guy is on, but I can't see. Oh, Rafi, I found you. Oh my God, so funny. I couldn't find you. I had something hidden in the comments. Hi, Rafi, thank you for joining me. This is so much better. So the first item I have on my neck, Rafi, is ASC 6111. That would have been really funny to do a free for show with like nobody on the other end to share prices and details about the pieces. But this piece is a 16-inch necklace. We can order them for you in different lengths, special order. It's about 1 carat, 61 carats of diamonds, and it's set in 14 karat gold. All of that to create a look and keep the price down. Again, very popular with the New York City girls. They're basically wearing 3 at a time. And it's, you know, a great starting point. It's, you know, my rule of thumb is always that every piece should stand alone, but that it all starts to layer together. So yes, Rafi's gonna give you a little information if you want to shop the pieces once they're pinned. You can use all major credit cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal. I think they have financing over 6 months for up to 20,000 pounds. And as you can see, all the information is listed by Rafi, who I'm so happy to see you. I don't know what was hidden on my screen when I first started the show, but so happy to have you here. So to layer with this piece, you know, I can't help, as I sell each one, I replace it. My favorite necklace, which is ASC 5048, and that is the Crivelli 32-inch long chain, you know, necklace that does a little bit of everything. Again, I double it, and I mean, I love to layer it right over this necklace. And I think part of the show is not only sharing pieces with you, but also, you know, sharing the way I would style things together and how, you know, my sensibility of like layering and creating your necklace party. So, hi Sabrina. I had a little momentary blip when the show started. I couldn't find Rafi. He was hidden in my icon button over there. So again, this is, you know, a staple, foundational, all about having a foundation of pieces that you're never going to go tired of, that you can work with your vintage heritage pieces, or you can wear them alone. And they should all stand alone. I love this piece because, as Sabrina knows this piece all too well, you can wear it so many different ways. You can loop it right through And I happen to love it this way also. This is like a great, sort of like, a pull chain. But, if you're wearing a long shift dress or something that has a low neckline that you want to wear it through, but again, you can just double it and wear it so many different ways. So it's a super versatile piece, and I wanted to bring it back again because, to me, it's a foundation builder, and the quality of Crivelli's work is beautiful with the F color stones and VS quality. I'm going to show you the stones up close as well. And look how beautifully that layers together, right? It really looks good together. Yes, exactly. And I had bought a couple of these necklaces, so my price is holding on this necklace right now because gold has seriously gone through the roof at over $3,000. I didn't think I'd live to see that day. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine saw a pair of earrings at a show, and she's like, "Can you make those for me for less money?" And I'm like, absolutely not. Gold is crazy right now. It's really, things have gotten so expensive. So with this necklace, just to start to make like a day story, put it on this way, and I start to add my sexy ring selection of the day from a designer friend of mine, Fern Freeman. Conversation piece. You have the 2 diamond rings here that can be worn separately on different fingers, or they can be worn together. And the beauty of it is, although I'm showing these pieces, this one with diamond and gold and this one all diamond, I'll give you its ASC 6112 and ASC 6113. If you love this whole motif, and think about it, there's something so classical about a knot, shapes and designs that we're used to seeing over and over again. We never grow tired of them. So hence, I love the way she positioned the knot on these rings to be like a blockbuster ring together. I mean, look at that. Really, really stunning. Or worn alone, or even just to buy one of them to wear. I mean, this happens to be a beautiful ring also. And what I wanted to share about these rings, ASC 6112 and 6113, is that you can reach out to me if, say, you want to do them in all gold and no diamonds, if you want to do them in rose gold or white gold. These rings are designed by a very talented friend of mine, Fern Freeman, and I wanted to share them with you because, as we show a lot of heritage jewelry, it's nice to see how, contemporary jewelry mixes so well, done in the right way with our heritage pieces. And it's all about, being aware to collect pieces that you are not going to grow tired of. And that's when I feel like, your money and your investment has been spent well. So this ring, the half pave ASC 6113 has about 2 carats 20 diamonds. It is set in 18 karat gold, and we can make them to whatever size that you need. So to even put the size on here, I mean, these are a size 6.5, both of these rings. So they're ready to go for anyone who needs that. But we can really customize them in any configuration, just like as, this was a fan favorite. This is another design from Fern Freeman. And I love how her jewelry really, I would love it, which I'm going to show later with this, great David Webb cuff here. So it really mixes well. But if you're still on, Sabrina, we're looking fiercely for someone who is a collector and a Pisces for this beautiful George L'Enfant for Cartier, signed Cartier from the 1970s, Pisces pendant. I mean, look at this. And you can just see the scale in my hand. It's a beauty, and it's solid gold. And these are very hard to find. So if anyone is a Pisces out there who likes to collect astrological charms, please reach out to me. This is a real collector's item, and it's actually priced fairly compared to some of the pendants that are left on the market, which, at this point have become kind of untouchable due to scarcity. They just really aren't around anymore. I think every last one got bought up in COVID. So this is a sidebar. Please reach out to me at Amy Segal Jewellery, and we can still share information and transact with Luxury Promise if anyone knows a Pisces who might be interested in this beauty. It's my sidebar for the day. So yes, that's a really, really special piece, and it's gonna go fast as soon as Mr. or Mrs. Pisces shows up to buy it. Anyway, so moving on, I was sharing how much I love the diamond knot rings. They're, literally blockbuster rings. And I love that, when you can order things, less diamonds, more diamonds, different color diamonds, it's really very customizable. So this would lead into my next piece, putting this whole contemporary story on right now, which is ASC 5371. It's the Crivelli elongated marquise shaped diamond earrings. And I'm just gonna show you how beautiful the workmanship. Again, F color stones. You can see the length of the earrings about 2 inches from top to bottom. And there's diamonds on the inside and the outside, and even the grill work in the back of the earring is stunningly beautiful. And because Crivelli does such attention to detail, they make a right and a left earring. So hopefully I put them on right. And how much better is the whole jewelry story getting? It looks good. My mom's auditing the show today next to me, keeping me company. So again, this is a great necklace and jewelry story right here. All contemporary pieces, all timeless pieces, things that you won't grow tired of. But, for a modern twist on an everyday hoop, I love the shape of this one, and it's a beauty. Very well done. F color stones set in 18 karat gold. It's got about 2.08 carats of diamonds in total, and it's a modern piece. We order them and deliver them new. So these modern pieces are all, right? They look great. I know, I love this. So, and if we were to take this necklace off, we could exchange it out very easily with ASC 5186, which is my favorite non-Bulgari Tessitore Serpente necklace, which I also keep replacing as we buy them because it's become such a foundational piece as part of my arsenal for my clients of things that are great adders to collect wearable jewelry. It has the diamond head with the ruby eyes and the little diamond tail, but it's not so diamondy that it's too dressy, but great day into evening piece. Italian, obviously. You see the tuba goss, totally flexible, so really comfortable. And then if you're wearing an outfit where you really need a high neckline on it, let's take off this one. How pretty does that look? With the earrings, and you're also just ready to go out. So, yes, Sabrina said, "Hi, Mom." So, I have my cheerleading squad here today. Needed the support. So again, this is Italian Tessitore. I sell them, I replace them because it is not the price of buying a Bulgari necklace, and it has a great affect and super wearable. Key term, super wearable, because I'm not a fan of selling jewelry that people are going to put in their vault and it's just going to sit there. And and it's also just so nice to see, if you look at the story that's on me right now, how well everything works together. But if I only went out and I was wearing earrings, everything is impactful on its own, and everything makes a statement on its own. You really only need one piece. And I'm all about building slowly. So yeah, I love this piece also. This is one of my favorites. I think this would look great with Sabrina's choker. Do you still have that choker? I want to buy that choker back from you, Sabrina. Can I give you your money back? One of my favorite chokers. They are no longer, in existence. I can't find another one. So moving on to the next piece, what do we have today? Oh, we have the piece that we were advertising for the show. This is a fabulous 1970s, really beautiful, like very quintessential 1970s Van Cleef and Arpels door knockers. I mean, look at these. You have the movement. What's nice is they're clip-on right now, but you can literally take the loop off and also just wear the little huggy, as a little finishing earring on its own, or you can wear it together. And for those of you who would want it pierced, that's a possibility also. We could put a pierced ear on them. That earring is ASC 6106. But this is, I'm super excited to find these earrings. It's very hard to find beautiful. Oh, thanks. It's a new purchase for spring. I love it too. It's a good color. Thanks, Tanya. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you. But I'm really, really excited. And I love earrings when you can wear them two different ways. You can wear them with the loop on or the loop off. It just, makes you feel like you kind of got two options for one purchase. And crazy enough, what I've also done sometimes with these loops is I'll kind of knot cord through them, and I'll wear them as a necklace at two different layers. And that's really a very chic thing to do if you have cord at home and you wear the two loops at different lengths, and then you could just wear the little ear clips on your ears. So there's a lot that you can do with this earring, and it's about, really thinking about jewelry out of the box and multi-utility and being able to wear things, lots of different ways. And again, if there's any interest in these pieces, please, don't get flustered by prices or the information that's on the screen right now. Reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. Let's learn more about it. And we might have a little flexibility depending on where things are being shipped, especially if things are being purchased in the United States or even abroad, sent off to Dubai. So, there's always a conversation to be had if you find this piece as exceptional as I do. I happen to be a huge fan of all 1970s jewelry. I think, does it get better than this? Hi, Laura. On my phone. Meanwhile, my phone's ringing off the hook too, which is also getting in the way of my show. But yeah, it's good to be able to have, everybody likes to wear things different ways. That's why even with this, you can move the serpente down here. You can move it up high. You can really do a lot of different things with it. And now I have a modern piece on with vintage Van Cleef, and it looks pretty good to me. And if this earring's a little too big for you, we can taper it back and we can go to ASC 5722, which is a mini pair. And the funny thing, and I was discussing this with a friend of mine earlier this week, you see this earring up close. It's also 1970s Van Cleef. It's ASC 5722. It's a lot smaller than the first piece, right? But there's something about the way Van Cleef sets their diamonds that pop. And even though it's not a large earring, it's super impactful on the ear. It really has, their earrings all have a presence. Like whenever I get a pair of their diamond butterflies, which they'll still make to order, I sell them literally probably in 30 minutes because they look like they're gonna fly off your ear. So look at this small Van Cleef earring, how impactful it is. Really good, and again, I have a modern necklace on. It all works together. These are pieces that are timeless, great collectible. I think, when I find 70s jewelry, it's really my favorite, my favorite era for me personally that I love. And I don't know, what do you guys think as it falls off, because I probably need mine posted. It's a good one, right? What do you think, Rafi? Are these going to, Rafi, where are you based? This is our first collaboration together, as you being my moderator today. So anyway, I love these Van Cleef earrings. Also, again, like a great timeless collectible. I don't think there's a lot of this type of earring left in the marketplace to be purchased in the secondary market. It's very hard to find simple, more wearable pieces. Thank you, Rafi. So nice to meet you today. I'm glad I found you. It was a rough start. I thought I was going to do a free fall show and just like show all the pieces and, you know, style them all on me and then say goodbye. So moving on from the Van Cleef ear clips, we're going to add a great necklace that I had on at the start of the show, which is a Cartier 18 karat. And you know how much I love hardware, because who is the father of hardware? Mr. Aldo Ciapullo himself. Look at the beautiful hardware on this necklace. And this necklace is literally so heavy and feels so luxurious. It's 67 grams of gold. If I put this one on, ASC 6114. Now this necklace is for the person who doesn't have their everyday leave it on, never take it off necklace. If I put it on right without being able to look, you can see the hardware here, and it's a beautiful chain link, and it's just so solid and heavy. And I found this chain and super excited to have it for, you know, I still have some, a lot of my clients have found their everyday leave-on chain, but there's always people out there, you know, who want a chain that not everybody else is going to have. You know, just something a little different. Clearly I twisted it somewhere because it's hard to dress yourself when you're doing these live shows. But this is the Cartier Agrafe chain. It's part of that collection. There were other pieces, necklaces, earrings, bracelets that are also part of this collection. And the motif in the front is really what serves as the focal point, and I love this hardware design on it, as you can see. And I love that there are no diamonds on it, so that, again, you have this necklace on, and I'm gonna show you, as you have your day chain on, we take another Cartier piece, which is ASC 5810. This is a beauty. For those of you who like things a little more delicate, this is a Cartier drapery ball chain lariat, and it has an adjustable back here that you can pull up and down depending on where you want to wear this. So imagine layering these two pieces. It was funny, I was all set for my show today, and 10 o'clock in the evening, I was texting my assistant Vika and like, oh my God, we need to add this chain to the show, because I had this feeling it was just gonna, you know, layer beautifully together and start like a cool. Never had so many phone calls during a show, like literally everybody's calling me. So look how beautifully these two look together. I found out about it because Taylor Swift wore it. That's very true. So yes, and again, to have this one without the diamonds on it is really a special piece to have in my arsenal. And I love the way these two layer together, and I love the adjustability. And there's diamonds. You see there's a diamond in the bezel here, and there's diamonds all the way down. This is like a 4-inch drop. I mean, I'd say the whole length of the necklace is 25 inches, signed and numbered Cartier, but what a great Cartier story. You know, like this is really a good necklace party. This is the next new necklace party. I haven't had a good all Cartier necklace party in a while, so I'm sort of excited about finding these pieces that, you know, and I always love a lariat, especially anything that was part of the drapery collection from Cartier. You know, they use ball chain for the drapery collection. So, you know, this piece is like 1980s to current, but I think they have relaunched some designs, part of the Agrafe collection as well. What do you guys think of this one? I think this is a good one. Looks good with the Van Cleef earrings too. I don't mind it with the Van. No? Mom says take off the Van Cleef earrings, it's too much. I'm like laughing. As a matter of fact, I think that I missed, we're moving into a whole Cartier story right now, which why not add one more to it, which is my favorite. Talk about staying in the whole ball chain drapery, the Nouvelle Vague pom-pom shake ring. It's sort of your flirtatious, it's a size 51, and it's Cartier signed and numbered, 18 karat gold, ASC 6115. And look at this one. This is a good necklace story. I actually really love it, but I really love this chain. I had found one last year for a client of mine that she purchased, and I know that she's been enjoying it. It's just, it's a great leave-on necklace for your everyday, better than a paperclip chain, like, again, I'm really for those of you who are looking for your own individual style, that you want something that not everybody's wearing. So look how flirty this Cartier ring is. It's no longer made. It's ASC 6115, that wrap he just pinned. It's a size 51, which I would say makes that close to a size 6, but I don't have my chart in front of me, in case any of you know your Cartier sizing. No pictures coming up for this one? I wonder why. I know we loaded all the pictures. And it's solid construction. You have this nice gold ring in the back here. You put this on, it's got like a flirty affect. There's no diamonds in this one. They did make it with diamonds, and I'm actually wondering, I feel like they relaunched one with a lot of diamonds in it, but this is a beauty. I think it's very flirty and fun and super wearable. Like good Cartier necklace and ring story going on right now. What do you guys think? Do we like the Cartier Nouvelle Vague, Laura? Is this a good one? I think this is like a good, look at it on the finger. It's so much fun. It's like a conversation piece. I guess for me, I love things that have movement in them. Hence why I love all these pieces, because they have a lot of movement in them. But this one really, it's like you can shake it and hear it shaking. It's just super fun and very Cartier, which is always nice. It's definitely very recognizable Cartier jewelry. So let's see what we have next. We have we have a really special piece. This is a collector's item. We might as well add one Cartier collector's item. I've never seen this necklace before. But what's better than rope chain and Cartier Panther all mixed up in one story? We have ASC 5807. Look at this piece. You have a Cartier Panther with a tassel at the bottom, rope chain necklace. Let's see what else I can tell you about this one. We have 22-inch chain and a centerpiece panther in the middle. That's the centerpiece measures 2.5 inches and 1 1/4 wide. It's stamped, obviously, Cartier with a serial number. It's from the 1990s, but this is a really cool piece. I'm going to show you how it looks on now. Should we take anything off to put this one on, or should we just add to the necklace story? So this one right now has a low drop on it. So depending on who's buying it, you really sort of, maybe it's time to take this one off so we can try something else on. What we can do also, depending on who buys it, because some people might not want it coming into their cleavage area, we can shorten it a little bit. I almost feel like it might, if we take it up a drop, it would be even better, like right here. But again, it really depends. You know, if you get someone tall, they won't have to shorten it at all. I just happen not to be so tall. But I love the tassel. You guys know how much I love the movement, and I love this Cartier Panther. This was the Cartier Panther that they used as their charm that you see sometimes on a very delicate gold chain. This shaped panther, like either in diamond, usually in diamonds, yellow gold and diamonds, but they've done it in white gold. And that's, you know, was always like a nice Cartier de Panther charm for them. But they did it here with a beautiful, I mean, look at the movement in that tassel. It's really good. It's a beauty. Just to show it to you up front, up close, I'm gonna take it off. And you can see, I mean, but this again, this is someone who likes vintage jewelry, who likes to collect and really gets the relevance of this cool, you know, piece that obviously, you know, there were never a lot of these pieces made of. It's not a mainstream Cartier piece that there were lots of pieces ever made of this particular design. I mean, for me, I love that. I love when you get something that's recognizable to a degree, but you know that it's really a collector's item when you know they're And here we go. We have a close-up of it. Any questions? You can see the front and back are the same, so no matter which way it swings, it's a beauty. And again, a good conversation opener to, you know, to sit and show you and teach you more about the individual pieces that I'm sharing with you today. Please, please, please feel free to reach out to @Amy Jewellery while I move on to the next piece, which is the Van Cleef & Arpels double star earrings, which are ASC 5712. ASC 5712, which I love this earring. And it's funny, it's not really recognizable as Van Cleef, which for me, I really love. You know, that's very kind of client specific. But to have a double star earring climber, let's see, do we have it pulled up? It's ASC 5712. ASC 5712. It's the Van Cleef star, you know, double earring climber. See if we can pull that up, Rafi. You know, again, so impactful on, you know, cool that these are vintage earring climbers. Again, not an earring that obviously Van Cleef had as part of their regular collection or ever made. I mean, I almost sometimes wonder if it was a special order, but they're definitely signed and numbered Van Cleef & Arpels. And, you know, if you like geometric shapes, to have you know, the stars, they sort of pop and they're happy. They go, you know, it climbs up the ear. I mean, look at them on. They have a beautiful impact. I'm actually going to show you the earring up close so you can see the diamond work. It's set in 18 karat white gold. Right now, it's a clip-on, the earring, but we could put a post on this earring for, you know, whoever wants to purchase it, if that would make it feel more secure in your ear. But I think, you know, for me, I'd rather be wearing these than a pair of diamond studs any given day of the week. They're just so chic, so fun, and I love the way they sort of frame your face, because earring climbers do that for you. They frame your face. So what's the word on this? Anyone want more information on the Van Cleef earring? Really a beauty. You can see it on the ear up close. And then to add to that, we're gonna now move into a little white gold with the Cartier Ladonna bracelet, which is this beauty that I also love. And I even have the matching ring today. And you have that, you know, very quintessential Cartier motif in this bracelet. It's ASC 5713. it's funny, sometimes I like bigger pave work, but I happen to appreciate the small pave here because it actually makes the bracelet more wearable than so diamond bracelety that it's not. I actually feel like it can have like a rock and roll vibe to it also, which is really nice. I think that if they were bigger diamonds in this bracelet, it wouldn't have the same, it would be much dressier, and I would probably say this lends only to dress. But I actually think with this bracelet, it's so kind of cool, just putting it on with something else, that, it lends well to kind of dress it up, dress it down. I'd wear it next to a Cartier watch. I actually think for diamonds, this is about as super wearable as like a full diamond bracelet would get. And I love the Cartier motif in here, very recognizable. We have about 10 carats of diamonds in this bracelet, mounted in 18 karat gold. The length of the bracelet, 6¼ inches. It weighs about 91 grams, so it's quite heavy. And obviously signed and numbered, marked 750 for 18 karat gold. And to go with that, why not, it's funny, I'm feeling sets again. Certain things, like it's nice to have a set. So we have ASC 6107, which also, look at the two together. How nice does that get for a wedding band? And this one's also a size 51. And it's 18 grams of gold. It's comprised of that half moon shaped links that's signature to Cartier, signed and numbered Cartier. But look at this whole story together. I don't know why. I don't usually like matchy, but for this, who doesn't like, all white diamond Cartier matchy? It just really works well together. And this to me is a great, just putting it on alone without the bracelet, it's a great wedding band replacement. Or it can be just a fun center finger ring, not on a wedding band. I think it's a cool wide band not to be a wedding band. It doesn't have to be, kind of, I can get it off now. But just very classical, a little different than everything you see out there. It's not just diamond, eternity stones going all the way around. It's kind of got a unique, very, Cartier, chic, sophisticated look to it. Simplicity to design. I think everything that I love, the key to that is that it's not over-designed. And those are the pieces I really tend to like the most. So we have a whole set here for any of you who like sets. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, or diamonds are anyone's best friend. We'll move on to a really high jewelry. I'm going to share Bulgari high jewelry with you today. This is a Bulgari amethyst, tourmaline, peridot, and diamond from their Divas Dream collection, which is part of their high jewelry collection from the 90s, ASC 6109. And just to show you, again, look at the beautiful movement in these earrings. They're all cabochon stones with like diamonds mounted in the center of the stone, which is not easy work to do that. And then right now it's posted, but it could be clip for someone who doesn't have a pierced ear. We are not showing any Onda choker today, Rafi. I'm wondering how 6107, I think we can pull that one off. We're moving to ASC 6109. Is that what came up for that one? Interesting. I'm wondering if I have the wrong number for that one. Let me take a quick look, because this is a beauty. Yeah, interesting. All right, let me just take a quick look at the list here, and we'll find out in a second what happened. We have the, maybe I've given you maybe the wrong style number, which anything's possible. We have the Bulgari. All right, let's go down the list. Well, that's interesting. Now I don't even have a SKU on here. Okay, well, that is not the pin for that piece, so I'm just going to share these with you visually today, that they're Bulgari, part of their high jewelry collection. And if you have any interest in finding more information out about these, please reach out to me. I'm going to show them to you on. Just realized they're pierced and tried to put them on like they're not pierced earrings. It's interesting. I'm supposed to do 1 day a month show moving forward for 2 hours. And I see everyone doing the shows for hours and hours, and I give all of you like so much. I don't know how. Oh, you found them. Look who's better than you. Thank goodness for you, Rafi. So these are, as you can see the peridot and the amethyst and the tourmaline. They're part of the high jewelry collection of Bulgari, which kind of means like next level jewelry. There's stones and diamond jewelry. I had sold the necklace last December. There was a matching necklace that went with this. And a lot of times, the clients don't want to match a necklace. They kind of want to be a little less contrived. And with all the colors that entail in the necklace and the earrings, that makes sense. But the good thing is that the necklace and the earrings, they don't need each other. Like, this is such a standalone earring. For those of you who love color and movement, the color and movement in this earring is just beautiful. And again, nice to be able to bring you an example of high jewelry from Bulgari. Really a cool piece. So as we move on, we can go to, ooh, you'll like this piece, ASC 6110. That it seems that I've nodded a little bit, but you guys will all recognize this piece. The reason I brought it on today is because I'm able to offer it. I was able to obtain one and offer it at less than the retail price. It's the Bulgari 18 karat rose gold serpente sedutori pendant necklace set in rose gold with beautiful ruby eyes. And then it has 4 stations in it. 18 karat rose gold, ASC 6110. Do you see that one? So this is a beauty. And you can also, it has 2 different closures for wearing it in different lengths on your neck. So I'm gonna do the higher length now. Like, again, this is very obviously recognizable Bulgari. It is more modern and current, but I was able to, get my hands on a beautiful 18 karat rose gold. You can see the beautiful face and the beautiful ruby eyes. It is, and it's very wearable. It's diamonds, it's the serpente, but again, I'm going out to dinner tonight. What should I wear, girls, to dinner? Of all the pieces you saw on the table tonight, what should I sport for dinner? I can't even decide. There's too many good pieces here today. But this is a great piece for people who love Bulgari and love the serpente. It's a very easy to wear piece. It's fun that I'm able to bring it at a bit less than you would go into the store and buy it at retail. So if this is something that's interesting and you want to take a look with me, please feel free at Amy Segal Jewelry, and we can have a conversation about it. I'm going to show it to you up close again and show you the front, the back. The signature is on the end here on the clasp, Bulgari. And we guarantee the authenticity of all of our pieces. Everything's been checked, and we are very careful in a world where you need to be very careful that everything is authentic, because I know that there have been copies of these out there as well. But who wants copies when you can have the real thing? So I'm all into authentic, things that are signed, and again, a nice collectible piece that's going to hold value. Think of collecting jewelry as an asset transfer versus an expenditure, because if you grow tired of it one day, like I feel very happy. I have a collector from New York who bought a lot of jewelry from me before COVID, and we went through her jewelry last fall, and there were some things that she was really not loving and wearing, and it's been, because a lot of people give me jewelry to resell, and it sits with me for a long time, and I feel bad, and it's frustrating. But the stuff she gave me, I just told her she had another credit yesterday, because she bought well, and she bought pieces that would be resellable, and she's able to now she's enjoying a new piece of Van Cleef. I don't know if you guys remember that long rope chain Van Cleef with the beautiful pendant on the end. That's just been added to this client's collection, and it's really about understanding how to collect jewelry and to buy jewelry in a thoughtful way so that you don't feel frustrated one day that you have a drawer full of things that you don't love and that you basically can't monetize at all. But if any of you do have heavy gold chain, or just, it doesn't even have to be heavy right now. Now's the time to melt your gold. I know that Sabrina mentioned the price of gold when we first got on. If any of you are based in New York, I invite you to give gold to me, because I actually have direct access to the refinery, so we don't have to deal with any middlemen and their commissions. But people who've been getting, unbelievable. One friend handed me 2 chains. In my life, I never would have thought I'd be handing her $11,000, for those 2 chains. So that's been very exciting as well, to be able to sell gold now that's just scrapping and sitting around. Think about it. Now's the time. And to add to our rose gold story we have going on here, why not add a little more Bulgari? Because who doesn't like a Serpente mother of pearl? Also no longer made. It is in the Viper shape that is newer to Bulgari versus the old Serpente style. It's 18 karat gold, rose gold, mother of pearl and diamond, and it is the more modern shape, but this bracelet is no longer made. So also not an easy piece to get, and it is the Serpente, which, now I think I've now decided what my story is for tonight. This is a great story. This is ASC 4994. Also really stunning, wearable Bulgari. Love this story I'm starting to build right now with the rose gold. What do you guys think? It's a beauty, right? Thanks, Tanya. I think this is, this one is a great piece because you can't get it. This one you can go into the store, you can buy it at retail plus tax, or you can get one on the secondhand market, but this one is no longer made, and those are the pieces that excite me even more. Either the discount of retail or pieces you can't get anymore. And I happen to love this one. The rose gold from Bulgari is also so soft, the color of their 18 karat rose, that it sort of lends itself to be worn with either yellow or white gold. And I love the rose gold and white gold together when it's Bulgari pieces as well. So this is the 18 karat gold mother of pearl diamond Serpente. I would say it's for, a fairly small wrist, because it does measure as a small, but it's, again, a beautiful, super wearable piece. I don't think this will sit in your vault. I think you'll be, especially if you live in a major city, you will be wearing it all the time. And, again, it starts to bring a different story. We had like a Cartier story going on earlier, and now we have a whole Bulgari Serpente mother of pearl story going on. And a Serpente beautiful necklace. This is such an easy leave it on and love it. And to add to that, do we have anything else? I think that, I think maybe I stopped there today, just looking to see if there's anything really amazing that I want to add to this right now. Just see if you guys have any questions or there's anything else that you want me to show again before I take my leave for today. Are there any pieces that we want to revisit or anything that we want to see again that I should put on, or any questions? Just give you the inner working of this piece also so you can see how beautifully it's made. Really stunning, right? And with that, I invite you to start the conversation with me. I'm looking to see if there's anything else on here that I haven't shown. Again, I would love to find a Pisces out there. If anyone's Pisces, please reach out to me. I'd love to further discuss this beautiful Cartier by Georges L'Enfant. Very, very important piece historically and for Cartier, and astrological pieces which people covet and love to collect. So tell your friends there is a Pisces out there for sale, and to please reach out to me. I'd love to share more information. Even looking back, I'm trying to see if there's one more piece on the table that we should share today. I think maybe I would share these web earrings, which are the, because I happen to love these also. It's ASC 5798. Just as one more piece for today. Talk about like an everyday earring if you have sort of a, you know, I mean, look at the 3 loops, how simple this design is, but yet how impactful it is as an earring. You know, technically they say people are more drawn to circles than any other shape. And because of that, it makes them super timeless. And these, you know, these earrings are also not hardcore David Webb looking, because it doesn't have his usual finish on it, which is more like that mottled, you know, that mottled finish that you see in there. So this earring right now, it's posted, but I would totally recommend that someone who buys it takes the post off so you can wear it up super high. And, you know, like I have a blouse on, you have a day in the city and you're out and about, like there's no diamonds on the earring. It's, you know, it's super chic looking. But again, if you think about the whole design of it, it's just interlocking, like circly ovals. Really a beautiful earring. I love this earring. It's my last one I want to share for today before I leave. Luxury Promise. Rafi, thank you so much for your help. Sorry for the kind of crazy start. It was interesting. I don't know what I had my settings on that I couldn't see any of the comments. But just to show you these, yes, for shopping inquiries, that's my email address. Thank you so much, Rafi. And also just check out, you know, feel free, you don't even have to email me. You can message me on my Instagram at Amy Segal Jewellery. I am so excited to see what it is that you desire to learn more about and what I can share here to teach you about all things jewelry, and especially collecting signed vintage jewelry. So have a great day or great evening. Have a good night's sleep for those of you over the pond. And thank you very much for your help today, Rafi.